saying that it feels right.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Titan here once again, back with the God Gun episode 2 or version 2, however you actually want to call it. And I have 3 different gameplays for you guys, and in the first 2 I went on a 17 kill streak, and it is just an amazing gameplay overall, since I also hit so many amazing shots and quad feeds and 5-man feeds and so on, and that is literally a God Gun. I had to make another video about it because now I got used to it as well, and it's just wrecking people. Now I know that this is a longer video, but you won't regret watching it because I have some cool tips for you guys. But if you enjoyed, show some love and support my channel by dropping a like on this video and also sharing it if it's not too much to ask. But today's topic is more about how to really get better in Black Ops 3 with any gun or overall. Now that is a pretty bold statement to say, however I will give some tips and some of my knowledge of how I got better in this game pretty much with every gun. Now the key is to always focus on one thing at a time. So when I started playing COD, I just wanted to be a good player, but I didn't really know how, and I was just playing randomly with every gun, never really paying attention to, what was going on around me, the sounds, the minimap, and I was just rushing everywhere like crazy. And that is not how COD works. Now, a lot of players make the same exact mistake of, what I did and what I just mentioned, and that's why the majority of people can't really get on a good streak or get nuclears even. Now, fact, getting nuclears in this game also requires some sort of luck and mostly skill, positioning and map knowledge on your part as well. Now let's see what are the key things that you need to learn to get better at Call of Duty. Now the first is that you have to keep in mind that if you want to get better at something, you will need to put time and effort into it. Nothing works at the first try, and even if it does, it is mostly luck, meaning that if you just started playing Call of Duty and got a 15 kill streak right off the bat in your very first game, that might be just luck, and it's very rare or unlikely to get the same thing again in the second game, especially if you haven't touched the game before. Now, getting better at COD requires practice and mostly patience. The second thing is there are so many guns in Black Ops 3 that you don't want to get stuck on knowing how to play with 1 or 2 weapons only. The reason being is because knowing how to play with the VMP and CUDA only doesn't and won't make you a good player, since when it comes to ARs, then you will not have the same skill level as you have with the VMP or the CUDA, for example, and you will struggle. Now, getting good or better with at least 3 or 4 ARs and SMGs is a much better choice, since every gun that you use requires a different playstyle, and that will make you a smarter and a better player, since you will know which weapon needs a certain playstyle. This will also help you when someone is using those guns against you. Just to give an example, if you know how to play with a burst fire weapon like the XR2, then you will know that you will need to keep your distance, especially on longer range maps, since in close range burst fire weapons are absolute garbage and you won't stand a chance against an SMG player. So you would need to stay in range all the time and keep your distance. Now, if someone else in the other team is using the XR2, now you will know that he is going to do the same exact thing and keep his distance, or at least try to, meaning that if you are an SMG player, you will need to find a way to always get close to that XR2 player, because in close range you can easily wreck him. The same goes on with the SMG players. With SMG, you want to do the opposite and get in people's faces and so on. This is why learning how different guns work and are played is really important if you want to get good in Black Ops 3 or COD. The third point is, if you want to learn how to play with a certain gun, then you will need to put time, effort and practice in that specific gun. What that means is that if you want to get better at sniping, you will need to use the sniper only for the whole day. That includes never switching to your secondary pistol. Always try to snipe people, whether that is close range, medium or long range. In close range, for example, most people would pull out their pistol, but learning how to play with a sniper doesn't require your pistol at all. So what will happen is that in close range fights, if you try to snipe someone, you will try to quickscope them since you want to kill them fast. That is where you can learn how to quickscope, for example. And the same goes for different weapons as well, such as using assault rifles in close combat fights. Only play with one assault rifle for the whole day and you will have a much better idea of how the gun really works. Now the next point is to always watch your minimap. Now this doesn't mean that you should only watch your minimap, but you should always have a quick glance in every 5 seconds to see what is going on around you. The minimap is your best friend. Learning how it works is crucial for getting better and being a good player in any Call of Duty game. Now you will also have to practice this. Set your mind into a different state where you always tell yourself to watch your minimap at every 4 to 5 seconds. Once you get this habit down and build this muscle memory, you will be doing it without even noticing that you are looking at the minimap constantly. The last important point is to play smart. Now playing smart can be categorized in different topics. However, just to mention a couple of things that can make you a smarter player, and the first and most important one is whenever you are having a combat with someone and you shot them so much that they only needed one more bullet, but they actually ran away, never chase them. The reason being is because they will lure you into their trap and kill you. That is how it works always. Whenever someone runs away from a fight, never go after them, never follow them. Let them stay alive or let your teammates kill them. The reason being is because imagine you are 1 kill off a nuclear. You get excited and you shoot someone up so bad that he needs one more bullet to die and then he runs away. And if you chase him around the corner, you will die off your nuclear since you probably will find him prone on the ground, which you will not see most of the time. Make this a habit as well. Don't chase people because you are chasing your death, and of course it is not a smart play at all. The second thing is whenever there are multiple people in front of you or you see at least 3 people on your minimap, you don't want to rush hoping that they will be a free kill. Wait for them to come to you. I am not saying that you should camp, but bringing the fight on your side of the map where you have your teammates watching your back gives you more survivability chance than hanging around in the other team's spawn. Now the last thing is to learn how to position yourself on the map. Just briefly, that means you don't want to push too far into the enemy spawn, but you also don't want to stay at the back of your base. Always stay somewhere in the middle and always change your position whenever you kill someone, because that is why there are 3 lanes on the map or on every map. If you killed someone in the middle, then rotate back to either the left or right side of the map so the enemy doesn't come hunting you down at the same spot. But this was today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. These are all the main things that you will need to get down in order to get better at Black Ops 3. But thank you so much for watching. Stay well, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.